Hello friends, welcome back to the class. Today in module 12, we will learn how camera work in Maya application, and we will also learn about the render setup and the batch rendering in Maya application. Render setup and the batch rendering help us to execute the image sequence or the video from a Maya application, which can be easily play into the any media. It could be on television, it could be on computer or the laptop or the Android phone also. So converting the 3D data, or you can say the converting the software data which could be easily play into the common medium, is called the rendering, where with the help of rendering we can execute the software data into the common playable format. Let's switch to the Maya and now have look how we can work with the camera and how the Maya render setup works.
Hello everyone. So in this tutorial we will learn about the properties of camera. So as you can see, we have just set it a simple scene, and this is an interior scene. So I have deleted this part and I have just made this particular interior. It's a very low detail and have low poly. So what else we have to do? We have to understand the concept of camera. So I will just select this interior, and what happens, we'll go to window, and now in the outliner, we have just grouped this interior in this. So I will just rename this INT. Okay, now we have another group. I should delete it because we don't require it. So we have this interior which we have grouped it. So right now what I will do, I will just select this interior and press Ctrl H. Okay, so camera basically works if you go to create, and if you go to camera, here you have three types of camera, but this is the stereo camera, which is entirely different from three types of camera. This is the multi stereo rig. So this both are different, and these three are little bit same. So here you have the camera. As you can see, this is the camera, and if you select any of the object and make any of the object like here and like here, okay, so if you select the camera and just go here, move up here, and after that you have to go to the panel, perspective and camera 1. Okay, you can't see. Now you can rotate like the you rotate in the perspective, and you can just go back or just move here and there, or just pan across your scene. So if I go to this view and just press space bar and right click, go to perspective. Now if you just move across the if you move across the scene, you can see this part is the perspective and this part is the camera. So that means you don't have to change the camera view, and in perspective you can manage, or in left or right or front. Okay, as you can see, if I move the camera, it's automatically updated over here. See, okay, that's the main thing about the camera. So this is a one type of camera. We'll delete this, and now we'll go to the camera again, create camera, and here you have the camera and aim. So if you click this, you have the camera which will look at its aim. This is the aim, so you can just move this aim wherever you want to move. So this will always point towards the aim. So this is the camera with aim. Okay, you can move camera like this, delete, we'll select the aim, so rather than deleting from here, we will go to the outliner and we'll just delete the camera because it's situated in the group. So one more thing is that in the create panel you have the camera, aim and up. So here you have one more controller. You can just control this. It will adjust the aperture of the camera. As the camera moves, it will fix to its position. So as you can see, it's also rotate, and also rotate like this, and also this particular which allow you to do the banking of the camera, as you can see. So you have more freedom here. So we'll select this. You can move this as it will directly point like that of camera and aim, but you have one more panel, one more feature. You can just bank your camera, or you can even move your camera wherever you want to move. Okay, as you can see, it's just following the upper tangent. If you want to move, see, it's following the upper tangent. So like this way you can work. And now if you go to the create, and you have two more things, which is stereo and multi stereo rig. So we will discuss this in compositing classes. Okay, so we'll see this too in compositing classes. So right now what I will do, I will just go to window and go to outliner, because camera has the group. Inside the group it has all the control and features. If you open this, you can find this, the aim, the up, these are the locators. So we'll select the camera and we'll just delete it. Okay, so now as you can see that if I go and create a simple camera and create a simple camera, so if you click and go to the attribute editor, you find the property features of camera. So at first I have to go to the panel, perspective and camera one. So as you can see, the camera is focusing here. If you go the angle of view, you can see that it's changing and it's updating quite in late. So that means it will take some time to update. As you can see, our grid is becoming like this. So that means its angle of view is changing. So our grid is not changing, it's changing the angle of view. So you can just have like this. Okay, so after that, focal length is that, as you can see, this is the focal length. That means if you increase the focal length, definitely angle of view will change. So like this way you can work. If you just move like here and just move like here, you can change. You can have C, you can have to just rotate like this. So the focal length and the angle of view both have changed. So I just press Control Z or Command Z if you are in Mac. So camera scale, it will allow you to scale. That means this part. Okay, so one more thing, film gate is important. If you use this part, that would be okay, or you can use from here. Okay, 16mm theoretical, super 16mm academic. So these all are the film gates you can use. See, the part which is coming here, this will render only this data. Okay, so I am going to users and just go up here. If you click over here, you find this area which will not be in render. So if you put your model like this, it will render only this part, not this one. So film gate is important to show that whatever you're coming in the view. So you have film aspect ratio, which is 1:1.37. This is fine, and this we don't have to require it, display near clip, because right now if I go to the heavy scene, then we will just focus all the same. So you have one more environment, background color. You can have image plane, but we don't require to create from here. You can also create from your texture menu, like going to assign new material and put some plain texture in the same. So these are the common, which is very common features of camera. And whenever you are using or animating a camera, you should always just go to the perspective. At first I will go to the perspective, just select the camera. If you are holding its position and will start from the beginning, then you have to do one more thing. As you can see, the values is changed because you have just fix a position, so that you can start your animation of the camera from this. And what you have to do, we are in first frame, so right now we'll go to the modify, and you have the freeze transformation. So right now if you just click here and just go to the freeze transformation, so as you can see, your camera is situated over here, and if you want to start the animation from the beginning, you have to start from the first frame. After that you can go. So as we do in animation, that is very simple. In camera also that's same. If you press S button on your keyboard, all the things will be animated, and after that just click over here for auto key. Okay, so we don't require to press S all the time in between the timeline. So we'll just go up here and just move your camera, or if you getting any problem, just go to perspective or camera 1, just move like that. Okay, so you have one more key because I'm moving the camera. Okay, so after that what else we have to do? Camera 1 again, and wait, select the camera 1 and just Ctrl Z, we'll select again. Okay, now we'll go to the perspective camera 1, we'll just move like so. As you can see, it will just animate your whole scene. So in between you have to just put some keys so that it will focus quite well, like that. As you can see, it's going like this, so you have to just focus here, and so that means nothing will get out of your frame. So this is the frame, so like this you can animate. Okay, so you can just select by pressing space bar, you can select all the frames and can have the shifting and all. You can shift as we have discussed in animation classes. Okay, so like that you can just shift from one place to another, or if you want to just focus in only in between them, you can press shift and just have shift this. Okay, like this you can work. And okay, so as you can see, we are producing some jerk because I have just rotated the camera. If you press Ctrl Z, it will just disable your key or just delete your key by going to back. Okay, so like this way you can just add some animations like here, and as you can see, that's going out of your frame, so it's not going out of a frame. So okay, for more smooth animation you need some more time, and also if your PC configuration is good, as you are working in a very heavy model, that means each and every frame needs some time to render if you are working in Mental Ray. Otherwise, if you are working in Unreal, that means it takes some huge amount of time. So that's the main thing. Batch rendering is very important. That means you have to cover your project into 2 or 3 PC. One PC will start render from 1 to 10 or even 1 to 20, and another PC will start from 21 to 40, like this. This is called the batch render. So we will discuss this later words, but at first we will understand the concept and the property features of camera more into next session. So let's meet to the next session.